Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode from the Hermitcraft server. I hope you guys are having an awesome day. I'm having a fantastic day. Unfortunately, today is a little bit of a sad day. We're gonna have to do a little bit of work. We're gonna have to close U-Shear, unfortunately, and I'll talk about why in just a little bit. But first, we have a new shop. I believe this was Tinfoil Chef. Welcome to Chasm. And it looks like he's selling andesite, diorite, and granite for 4 stacks for a diamond. That's not bad, 4 stacks for andesite. That can be a block that's kind of annoying to get if you need it in massive quantities. Gravel for 5 stacks per diamond. Obsidian for 1 stack, for a full stack of obsidian for a diamond. That's insanity. That's so good. Redstone blocks, 2 stacks for a diamond, and stone, 4 stacks for a diamond. So there's the prices. TFC, you, my friend, are about to make a few diamonds. So I'm gonna grab an empty shulker box, and I'm literally just going to buy all of his gravel. So let's see, that was 27 stacks. 5 stacks for a diamond, so that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, technically. I'll consider it a tip. I'm just gonna buy him out of gravel entirely, because I seem to be going through it all the time, and just that's well worth some time there. And then I think I'm gonna buy a couple stacks of obsidian as well, just because it's good to have. The redstone, the rest of this I don't think I need. But I mean, that's a great price for obsidian. If I needed tons and tons of it, I would maybe consider buying more. Honestly, you know what? Let's actually get a little bit more of this. Let's go here, and let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. So now we have gotten several stacks of obsidian. Those are just such great prices. And obsidian, nobody ever wants to mine obsidian. It's so miserable. It's slow. Even with like an efficiency 5 haste 2 setup, it's still, ugh. But that's TFC. Nobody grinds like TFC grinds, I'll tell you. That's like his thing. But anyway, as I said before, unfortunately, we need to close U-Shear. I hate to say it, but apparently all these sheep are causing some really, really big problems on the server, like performance-wise. And it kind of stinks, you know, because like they're not packed into itty-bitty tiny spaces, but with just the way that 1.13 is optimized, or rather not optimized, they gotta go. Apparently, Exuma told me that he did like some testing on the server, and apparently like 30% of the server's resources are used up just from these sheep. So they gotta go. I hate to say it. I spent a ton of time making U-Shear, and I think we got a grand total of like 6 diamonds while U-Shear was active. It stinks. I thought it was a good idea for a shop, but I mean, this is part of the sacrifice you sometimes make when playing on a server. Maybe it wasn't in the best location. Maybe, I don't know. For now, I'm gonna leave 2 of every sheep in each pen. So there'll still be a couple sheep here, but I'm gonna get rid of the vast majority of them. And, you know, maybe 1.13.2 will come out and they'll finally fix like the mob AI and stuff so that we could actually do something like this without destroying the server. But, yeah, it is what it is. You know, I hate to see all this work go to waste. But on the other hand, maybe we can find like a different way to make use of this space. Maybe we can renovate U-Shear and turn it into something different. But for now, I'm just gonna kill 2 of everything and close it down. Sad day. All right, guys, I am back killing zombies as Zombies, please, just a moment. A moment, please, with my friends. Okay. Really? Well, I've closed you, Sheer. I'm trying. Okay. Are we good? Oh my, this is absurd. Okay, enough. How many? Oh, this is the problem. Look at, okay, you know what? I put a sign. It says closed, gone out of business. That way the other hermits don't go in there and spend their diamonds and find out that there's like 3 sheep. There's 2 sheep in each pen and they'll be there for 5 million years trying to grind for the wool they need. We are now leaving because apparently all the mobs are everywhere and it's getting a little difficult. So I'm going to go take a sleep. I'm going to deposit all of the wool. I have a shulker box and all the other goodies that we purchased during our little trip to the shopping center. I'm going to deposit all that, put it away, and prepare for the next part of today's episode. All right, guys, I am back. And I saw a message from Mumbo in the Discord. He said he was going on holiday to the Philippines or going to do something in the Philippines, and that he left a shop in the shopping district that everyone should go check out and to not worry about spoilers. I'm assuming that this is it. Oh, look at that face. This is like a mini version of his base thing, kind of, except it's more of a box and less of a sphere. Anyway, let's take a look at this. So it looks like we have 4 chests. I want a refund. Green. 3 diamonds. Okay, here we go. Please read. From Mumbo. Congratulations, you just bought a spoiler. I'm away in the Philippines right now and this build hasn't been uploaded yet. Normally this would be a problem, but not here, as this is a spoiler store. As you are reading this book, it is clear you have shown spoilers, and thus you must pay for what you have taken. 3 diamonds must be deposited in the chest immediately. Come again soon. Mumbo. Wow, that is... How many people did he get? Looks like he's gotten 4 people. I mean... Okay, Mumbo. I'll play your game. I don't have too many diamonds. But I just want to point out, he told us to come here and to look at the shop and make sure we did so. And I feel like I've been had. I'll give him credit though. That's very clever. A spoiler shop. Where did he come up with that idea? I mean, who thinks of that? Anyway, and the face. The face just... What just happened? Was that a creeper? I mean, nothing... I didn't see a creeper. Doesn't look like anything was destroyed. Did someone... What is going on? I'm very confused. Anyway, we're gonna take a screenshot of that. A spoiler shop, of all the things. Everybody knows that when you build something in a large public place... There, Tango is complimenting me on my redstone-y things. This never happens. But anyway, everyone knows that when you build something in a large public place, you need to put a spoiler wall around it if you don't want it spoiled. I mean, that's just the way these things go, right? Thankfully, I mean, obviously, Mumbo must have forgotten to put a spoiler wall. So, don't worry, I'll take care of it for him. No big deal. Just a minimal fee. We'll just build a little bit of a spoiler wall around this build that he forgot to build one for, and then we'll just charge him a small fee for the labor and the materials and all that kind of stuff. No big deal. Shouldn't take me too long. It's all good. We'll just kind of do a little bit of these things. I think we'll build it mostly out of dirt, because that's like the classic spoiler wall thing, right? I mean, if you look back over the history of Hermitcraft and other SMPs, it's a time-honored tradition, the dirt spoiler wall, right? You put up a wall of dirt, you label it as a spoiler, and then when it's no longer a spoiler, when the video comes out, you just have to tear down the spoiler wall. And it's not such a big deal if you're building a build in a remote area where no one's going to see it, or if it's in a build, even if it's in a semi-populated area, if you just say in the Discord, hey, can people avoid showing this? But in a public place like the shopping district, it can be very, very hard to avoid spoiling things for people. So I think we'll take care of it for him, because I'm a nice guy, right? It's very important that people remember to do this. I'm sure Mumbo was very, very busy before he left for his trip to the Philippines. I'm sure it probably just slipped his mind. Or maybe he did remember. He probably remembered it on the plane ride, I'll bet. I bet he got to the plane. I bet he got on the plane and thought, oh, you know what? I should have built a spoiler wall. But never fear, Welsco is here to take to fix it for him. No big deal. Piece of cake. We'll just kind of go. How far out do we need to go here? There. Okay. Wow. This is gonna be a much larger spoiler wall than I had initially anticipated. That one can go away. Yeah. So I'm just going to go ahead and get this wall all built up. We'll get it all filled in. Make sure that nobody gets nobody spoils this wonderful build for Mumbo. We don't want people to accidentally spoil this. I'm sure he put a ton of time and work into making this, and it'd be a shame if somebody accidentally spoiled it. So we'll just finish building the wall. No big deal. Well, I ran out of dirt. Oh yeah, it's totally coming along. Look at that. It's almost spoiler-free. Just need to finish covering up this little head bit right here. And then I think the spoiler wall will be good to go. We should probably throw a couple torches back here as well. I do want to make sure it's all lit up. We don't want this to become a mob spawner, of course. It just need to block the spoilers from getting out. So, a little bit more over there. A little bit over there. And then we just got to build this up. Ooh, it has eyebrows. I did not realize that. Okay, no big deal. That's fine. We'll just throw a torch here and a torch there. And we'll just bring that out an extra block. Yeah, that should cover up the whole thing nicely. Beautiful. That should keep any spoilers from happening. Wonderful. Now, of course, since it is, after all, a spoiler wall, we need to clearly mark it as such. So, let's just put some signs. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's just do one of those. There we go. And we'll just say, spoilers. Spoilers. We'll just put that all over the bottom of this. We don't want any hermits. We want them to know what's going on. We don't want anyone to see this giant dirt monstrosity in the shopping district and go why would someone build something like this here? It's so terrible and ugly and whatever. We want to make it very clear that this is for spoilers, right? This is here for a purpose, and it's only going to be temporary. It'll get torn down later on once it is no longer spoilers. That's the general plan, I think. And then you know what? Actually, let's do this. Let's put a chest here. We'll put an item frame here. And then let me whip up a couple of books. All right, the books are written. I have 2 of them. The first says, Dear Mumbo, I see that you forgot to build a spoiler wall before you left for the Philippines. I'm sure that you were so busy getting ready for your trip that it just slipped your mind. No worries, my friend. I've got you covered. I went ahead and built a spoiler wall for you so that your wonderful build wouldn't get spoiled. That would be tragic. I've enclosed an invoice in the chest to cover the cost of the expenses involved. Sincerely, Welsknight. And we will put that one right here in the item frame. And then the official Wells Company invoice. Official Wells Company invoice for services rendered. Materials, 6 diamonds. That would be 30 stacks. Oh no, it says logs. I'm gonna have to rewrite that, but that's fine. I'll rewrite this in a minute. Materials, 6 diamonds, 30 stacks of dirt at price of 1 diamond per 5 stacks. Labor, 3 diamonds, 0.5 hours at 6 diamonds per hour. Total, 9 diamonds. You may pay this invoice by depositing the total into Welsknight's mailbox at the post office in the Modern District. Thank you for your business, Wells Company. So I'll rewrite this book and change the typo and then put it in here. But we've got spoilers all over the place, spoiler signs, big giant spoiler wall to make sure nobody accidentally spoils this build, and the chest. And I'm just charging him a minimal fee for the materials and labor involved with the creation of that spoiler wall. I think our work here is done. I think that should do the trick. Spoiler walls. I mean, it's not exactly a rocket science. I did go ahead and rewrite the invoice, and I changed it just a little bit. So now it says, official Wells Co. invoice for services rendered, materials, 6 diamonds, labor, 3 diamonds. They both have a little asterisk. So 30 stacks of dirt at 1 diamond for every 5 stacks. 5 hours at 6 diamonds per hour. That's 3 diamonds total, 9. And then it says over here, you may pay this invoice by depositing the total amount of 9 diamonds into Welsknight's mailbox at the post office in the Modern District. Thank you for your business. And then I added this. This is an official Wells Co. invoice for services rendered. Failure to pay within a timely manner may result in the amount being sent to collections and or legal action if necessary. So there we go. That's all added, and as I said, I think our work here is done. I'm sure Mumbo will be very happy that I decided to take care of that and make sure nobody spoils his build. No, there's something that I want to do. One other thing I want to do before we wrap up today's episode. A few episodes ago, I don't remember exactly when it was, but it was before we upgraded the server to 1.13.1, so it would have been a few weeks ago, maybe even like a month ago at this point, I'm not sure. But whatever it was, we built a micro farm, a nano farm in the very upstairs of the sugar factory. Let's just grab some wheat, actually. Let's go wheat seeds. And then I need some bones. Here we go. So we built this nano farm, and we found out that it didn't work. This is an Il Mango design. I think it was an Il Mango. I'm pretty sure it was Il Mango. But anyway, so we built this nano farm, and we found out that it didn't work. And after a little bit more research trying to figure out why it didn't work, it was supposed to be, what I was told was that this particular design wouldn't actually work until 1.13.1. So we upgraded the server to 1.13.1 like a week or two later, and I actually haven't gone back to test this again. So I have no idea if this will actually work or not. All the dispensers should be filled, I think. Yeah, they're all good. So, this is how it's supposed to work. Oh, yeah. Totally works. Does it stop? Does it ever stop working? Did I get the wheat? Okay. Well, I mean, that's not the fastest thing in the world. That was 20 wheat. And it looks like we went, I mean, but it does work. And that's the big thing. This thing does actually work on a server. So that's pretty good. Basically, as far as I can tell, it works because they changed the growing mechanics in 1.13, where crops will no longer grow on soil that's too dark. So in here, there's a light level of 0, right? And it used to be with nano farms, you could plant seeds on the dark soil and it wouldn't automatically grow, but if you bone mealed it, it still would, and then it would instantly break and harvest the thing. But now they've changed it, so you can't do that. So how this works is this slab gets pushed back and forth, which basically means that you can plant the seed and then it pushes the slab back to break it, and then you can plant it and then it breaks it, and all the while the bone meal's going. So you can just kind of get in here and just, it's a little laggy. It's a little laggy, but it does seem to work. And it seems to work like relatively well. And you stand here between this fence and the pressure plate. Yeah, actually, it works pretty well, I think. So what we probably want to do is, now that we know that this thing actually does work, I think we probably want to design kind of the room around this, because I think this is worthwhile I think it's a worthwhile thing to have. Always good to have a little micro farm in case you need to grab a whole bunch of wheat pretty quickly, or you know, whatever it may be. I mean, wheat's kind of one of those things where it's like, you never really need it. You don't need tons and tons of it until you do, and then you regret not being diligent about your wheat harvesting. So I think this will be a really good thing to have, and all that means all we need to do is just kind of design the room around it a little bit. Let's just sleep here real quick. So I think we can do this pretty easily, and I think we can also keep it pretty simple without too many issues. Let's go and just dump a few things away. We'll dump all of our bone meal into there. We have all of this iron. Most of this came from digging Tango's bits. That's where most of that iron came from. But I think, what were we using? Primarily andesite and brick in there. So let's get like a fair amount of stone brick. And then let's also grab, I actually don't have all that much andesite. Although, yeah, I do, because I also got a bunch of that while I was digging Tango's bits, so to speak. And maybe we want a little bit of brick as well, just in case. Yeah, I think that's a decent start. Let's go see if we can come up with something here. Let's just fly in. And up we go to the top floor. There we go. All right, so let's see. Our center point is right here, and we need to be able to go in right here. So I think, like, this thing doesn't have to be super complicated. We just kind of want to hide a lot of, like, the redstone and stuff. So I'm thinking maybe we do something like this. We need to be able to get in and into this little section here. And I wouldn't mind putting like an employees only door right here, just to kind of get back here if we need to. If it breaks or something, we want to be able to access the redstone. Okay, so there's that. Then I think from like a design perspective, maybe, let's think about this. Maybe we'll go like here, and we'll kind of bring this up and over. And then maybe that'll come across, and we can do something like this as well. Maybe we could put a couple of chests here. So maybe we do like some brick stairs kind of coming up. That's where the chests will go. And then there's all of this. I think I can put blocks down here and this thing will still work. Yes. Okay, good. Good. I want to make sure. And And I should be able to put slabs up here, I think, without ruining anything. Let me just grab a crafting bench real quick. Actually, let's maybe make a couple of brick slabs. What if we did, like, brick slabs there? Yeah, that'll still totally work. Awesome. Okay, so we got our brick slabs there. I think we'll go polished andesite like so. And then this is the employees only room back here. And then there's also the matter of all of this. And I think we're just going to do... Man, I'm not really a huge fan of that, but I think it'll work. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so I think that's fine. This is like nothing, it doesn't need to be crazy. I just don't want this like machine just like floating here because that doesn't look very good. And actually, I'm almost tempted to put like a little door there as well, but I don't think that's needed. Let's see, do I have... I don't have any iron or wood. Okay, easy fix, no big deal. Let me just go grab some. Okay, I think I have everything I need now. So let's just grab these chests and we'll just put a couple of these guys in here and we can use those to store like the bone meal, stuff like that. And then I think we'll go an iron door there with a spruce pressure plate and a spruce pressure plate. So that way we can get in and out if needed. And then up here, I think this is all fine as it is. The only hard part is going to be getting in here to make sure that the dispensers are continuously restocked. But I think a lot of that we could just probably do manually. Let's also see if we can do a little something with the lighting in here as well. I've got a couple of these end rods. I suppose we could just put one like right here. That does feel fairly industrial, and that actually should give us enough light throughout this whole area. Yeah. Oh, wait. 7 blocks. Some of that's coming from the night sky. Ah, rip. So close. I mean, you could... Man, I don't know. Where do we want to hide another little batch of lighting? I suppose we could just put like a torch right here. It's not exactly ideal, but that does give us enough lighting. We want to make sure this area is spawn proof because things spawning in here and blowing up, that'd just be real bad. Everything should be good there. Okay, yeah. I think this is good. Fantastic. All right, well, that's one little tiny project taken care of. And I think I'm out of time for this episode, so guys, I'm going to call this one here. My friends, if you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Links in the description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.